What is going on? Adam Christensen, Adrenaline Angling, hijacking Larry Smith Outdoors for the second time. Larry is MIA today, but that's all right because we've got some fish to catch. Hang on to your heinies. It is going to be an absolute banger of a show.
Hey,
Mr.
man.
Dave Genz, how we doing?
Hey.
Today we are fishing with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dave Genz.
Ready to go out there, my second passion. We know ice fishing is my first, but river fishing is my second, and they're out there waiting for us, and let's go get them.
Absolutely. We are going to be live baiting some smallmouth on the Mississippi River today. Stay tuned. Let's go get them. That's a smallmouth. Big smallie. Big. Not little.
Well, you're on your own because I got one on too.
Or doubled. Dude, this is a tank.
I was in the process of getting the net out, but
It's an absolute giant, dude. You close or not yet?
yeah, you got them. I'm hoisting mine. Oh, mine got off right there. We no double shot.
Look at that toad, dude. Yeah, baby.
A good start.
Oh, get over here. Get over here. Look at that absolute dandy to start the morning off with.
Oh yeah, we'll get a number of them.
You know, it did take a whole 30 seconds or so.
Time of the year we got.
Beautiful Mississippi River stud smallmouth. Gorgeous. Let's go get some more.
Swimming out, that's all. Little guy. I got him.
Got him. Just a little baby.
Yeah, not that big, but still a fish.
Still fun.
Here, yeah, another little guy.
Largemouth. Largemouth, Dave.
Oh yeah? What's he doing in my river?
So, Dave, why are we fishing where we're fishing here? What makes this spot better than 100 yards that way?
Well, this shoreline, you can see this breaks right off. It's just off the shore, it's 5 feet deep. And that's why they're coming to this area, because they're gonna winter here. When they start chasing these minnows along that straight up and down wall, and
Oh, I do got him. Swimming with it.
Obviously there's fish here.
Absolutely. Another nice one.
Nice one. Hopefully we get big ones. I like the word nice, but I like the word big better.
Just the colors on them up here, absolutely beautiful. By the way, we've been here a total of about 5 minutes. Game on, let's do it. Oh yeah, nice one.
He don't want nothing to do with that net, does he?
No. God, I thought he was bigger than that even.
That's a dandy. I think we should measure one just to see what we're dealing with here. Right on 19.
Yep. Beautiful fish.
Mine's a baby.
Doubled.
Ooh.
Oh, mine is not. Yours is a baby. Well, I know who got the better end of that double, huh? Boy, you popped right out on me.
Oh, you want to touch it?
Another absolutely beautiful fall Mississippi River smallmouth. Just built. These fish are just absolutely thick. Big guts on them. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Ooh.
That felt good.
That does sound good. So Dave, I got a question for you. What are your thoughts on live scope?
You know, I enjoy fishing, and so much of when I'm with my friends that have live scope, we drive around and.
Oh, I got him. Oh, that's a chunker. So on live scope, you think it takes away from the actual fishing side of it?
You know, and yeah, they spot some fish. But I think there's still plenty of fish that don't get seen by live scope.
Absolutely.
Beauty. To me, ice fishing wise, the first thing that was hard on the fish, let's say, was the power auger.
Absolutely.
even with live scope, take the power auger away, and the live scope's not near as valuable either in the wintertime.
I guess I view live scope, for me personally, as just another tool.
Well, GPS.
Exactly.
When that came about, where we could find all this structure and then drive right to it.
Well, exactly. And I remember when I was a kid ice fishing, I'm sure you remember these days, talking to your buddies. Yeah, I left a stick and there's an empty dip container laying on the ice right by where I was getting them.
Banana peeling, that's always a good one.
Yep, exactly. It's the game has definitely changed, but I think what it boils down to is we have to take on the responsibility as outdoorsmen and ambassadors to the sport to make sure that we're doing stuff responsibly. That's what it boils down to, responsible harvest, don't take more fish than what you need, and that falls on us as individuals.
Yes, it does. And I think the new generation are much more aware of that now.
Yeah.
My generation you kept them because they were taught it was food.
Right, exactly.
My grandparents, they just couldn't understand why you would throw something back. We have to eat it.
Right. Nowadays, obviously, I'm curious, what is your present day involvement in the industry?
I still go to the shows. I went to the couple of tackle shows, Cannon Tackle, and just to visit with I look for people with white hair. If they got white hair, I'm sure I called on them somewhere in my career.
We're going with a little location change up. We're gonna go to spot number 2. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go get some big uns. Spot number 2, go time, baby.
All right.
Oh no, oh, he's still there.
It turned into a nice day.
Yes, it has.
And the fish seem to don't care. They still want to bite, but they like eating them big minnows.
Yes, they do. Another one for the clicker.
Oh yeah.
Just a little guy. It's been a good day when you're calling, 13, 14 inches absolute dinks. Average fish today, what would you say, Dave? 18 to 19 probably?
Yeah, we got a lot of them that size.
Yeah.
Only one over 20. I wonder who caught that.
Not me. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I think we both had some opportunities for some more big fish that we didn't land.
Yeah. So Dave, got a question for you. I am wondering, when you are not fishing or ice fishing, what are you doing? Thinking about fishing or ice fishing?
Well, if catching minnows, I guess is cheating because that's still fishing. But
right.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't watch a lot of sports. I don't watch a lot of television. Spend time visiting with my fishing buddies on the phone. Listening for hot tips, what's going on. Fishing is definitely my life, and that's the way it's going to be till I can no longer do it.
So you're not hanging her up anytime soon,
No,
huh?
I don't plan on it.
Good deal. And that's another big thing too, that I think a lot of people's demise when they get older is they stop doing stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta keep her moving. That's a huge, huge key, Larry says it all the time, you just gotta keep her moving. Find something you love and keep on doing it.
Because I am really good at doing nothing. That's what I tell myself. God, I did do nothing today. That's not something to be good at.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been an absolutely incredible day of smallmouth fishing here on the Mississippi River. We're up above the pools where the Mississippi looks like more of a creek than the Mississippi River.
Natural river.
Yeah, it looks like a large creek is about it up here. Deep water on this stretch, what would you say? 7-8 feet is deep up here.
Oh yeah.
There's
plenty of 1-2 foot of water, and that keeps most of the boats away.
Yeah, I would say really the only way to get around up here is a jet boat like this, or maybe an airboat you could probably get by with.
Yeah.
This is an area, as we're running down to these spots, Dave's weaving back and forth across the river, and he knows it inside and out. So it's pretty incredible to see somebody who has absolutely mastered their craft, for sure.
I always tell people I got about 100 miles of this river figured out. I've hit all the rocks at least once.
Swimming with it. Little guy. Oh, God. He's not happy, I can tell you that much. Another little guy. I'll tell you what, the overall quality today has been absolutely unreal. This is my second time ever fishing up here, and I have not been disappointed either time, let's put it that way. So Dave, you know, a lot obviously has changed in the industry, as we've discussed a little bit today, but where do you see the industry going from here, I guess? What do you see changing?
Yeah.
Good timing.
I mean, are we talking ice fishing or just in...
Yeah, let's talk about ice fishing a little bit. What do you see changing in the industry, clothing-wise, electronics-wise? Where do you think we're headed? You think we're in pretty good hands right now?
Well, you know what? I think the next big thing is an underwater drone.
Yeah?
You know, they already have them, but they're hooked up to a wire. They haven't perfected the sending the signals through the water. But caught a decent fish.
So you think that'll be the next big thing, is underwater drones?
I think that, you know, ice fishing, boy, what can we come up with there that's we haven't got yet?
Right.
But we keep finding things as time goes on.
Now, if you could go back and change anything in your career, move-wise, anything, would you?
Boy, it's pretty hard to complain how life has been for me.
Right.
You know, going fishing. Quit my day job when I was 40. That's kind of like retiring when you start doing just what you enjoy and love for a living. You know, I've been retired now and I'm still doing the same thing. So.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what I think a big thing is I think I speak for all of us, everybody at home watching too, when I say thank you for everything you've done for the sport and industry. I think without you coming along, the ice fishing industry may look a little bit different than it does today. We appreciate everything you've done for the sport.
You know, thanks for thinking that way. Like I said, I'm just kind of doing what I like doing, and sure met a lot of good folks over the years traveling from Maine to Montana ice fishing.
Is there anywhere in the world you would like to ice fish that you've never gotten the chance to?
Truthfully, no. I'm happy with Minnesota, actually. As you get older, you know, your health becomes a problem. And I really, you know, like out in Idaho, I can't fish elevation anymore. You know, out there at Cascade to catch them big perch.
Yep.
The Black Hills, I've had some wonderful times in, but you know, I just can't breathe out there anymore.
Hey everybody, this week's tip of the week is brought to you by Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. We've got Dave here this week with us with a really good tip on how to keep those fish alive and how to keep them kicking and swimming so they can get even bigger.
This whole tool is pretty amazing. Look where this hook is, down that fish's throat. You know, and I'm going to be able to take this tool, wherever it may have went, there it is. It's got this little hook thing on it. I'm going to get a hold of that hook, and I give it a little squeeze. I move it down, and I can kind of reverse the hook, and you can see how it pulled out. See how it's pointing? In no blood, out of the fish's stomach, and he gets to live again. Fight again, I guess, the next time.
Hey, this week's tip of the week was brought to you by our good friends up in Tigerton, Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. Go check out their website, get you some.
Sure, I'll get to have to dig that one out of his throat. Get the doctor out. Huh, there's another minnow tail sticking out of his stomach. Yeah, it's pretty basic stuff that we do here on the river. You know, it's all about the minnows, getting the bigger minnows this time of the year. Just a plain hook. Number 2, wide bend is what I use. And a pinch grip sinker. You know, it looks like a bullet shot, but it pinches on like a split shot. So it doesn't get more basic than this, more simple. You know, it's really is to keep that minnow alive, fish with live minnows. You know, it's kind of interesting. Something I learned the other day, or I didn't learn, but I observed with plastic. There was a gentleman I fished with, did better with plastic than anybody else I've ever fished with. And I noticed at the end of the day, there was all these pieces of plastic laying on the floor of the boat, and I looked at them, and they were torn, a little chunk missing out of them, and he didn't put that back on. He put a new one on. and all of a sudden goes click. I don't fish with dead minnows. You know, if the minnow wasn't alive, I put a new one on. And I think if we do that same with our plastics, if it's damaged, instead of trying to get another fish on it, put a new one on, and we would catch more fish on plastic too.
Wow, that was violent. He wanted it bad. Just about ripped the rod out of my hand. Oh, it's a big pike. Big pike. Nice fish. Beautiful.
I'm glad you got to deal with them.
I can't believe he stayed pinned. It's down his throat. Well, I don't know how to work one of these, so that would be helpful.
Well, just if you can get it on the...
Oh, he got me good with his gills. Absolutely beautiful fish. That's in that, I don't know, mid to high 30s. I'd give that fish 36, 37 maybe. Beautiful, beautiful pike. Absolutely healthy. Big old head on him. Just an awesome, awesome fish. Let's get him back. Very important to sit there and just hold these fish, let them regain their composure, their equilibrium. She fought me hard. Always important on big fish to take that extra couple minutes and work with her. See you, girl.
When the Vexillars showed up on the scene, now I'd already used my green box.
Right.
You know, I had a hummingbird, but there wasn't much power in them then.
Right.
And
couldn't see your jig.
Couldn't
then,
see
correct?
your jig. You could
Yeah.
see if a fish come through, but you
Right.
couldn't see your jig. I remember I could see in my mind right now that the first time my jig went down and I seen that thing sinking around on that screen, and I knew that was a major breakthrough in ice fishing.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to share that with the world. I didn't want to hide it. That's what so many people do when they have something like that. They don't want to show anybody. I was just the opposite. I wanted to show the world
Right.
how to be a better ice angler, and started traveling. And you know, I said fish house sales came about, and you know, In Fisherman did stories on it then, and you know, I got little ads in the back of the In Fisherman and sold fish houses, shipped them to people by Greyhound bus. And
Really?
some of these people would have to drive 50, 60 miles to the closest bus station to pick up their house, but otherwise I would ship it by truck, and that was way too expensive.
Oh, we got one going here. There we go.
Oh, I've got to interrupt here.
Yeah,
Take a break.
interrupted.
I don't have to get the net.
No, just a flipper. Well, a little bigger than I thought he was.
Yeah, you'll get him in. Just give him a big flip. There you go.
Dave, that's a lot bigger fish than I thought he was.
Yeah, me too.
Another absolutely beautiful fish. Let him go. See you when you're a 5-pounder, buddy. You know, it's just incredible to hear a story like that, and that's what the American dream is all about. It's a little harder maybe now to do nowadays, just with the way the economy and stuff is, but I'll tell you what, it's never been easy. You get off your butt, you quit being lazy, you want something, go out there and get it.
Yeah, you know, I think now with the internet the way it is, I mean, you can make things in your garage and get it to people now. Shipping is a lot easier.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, there's more people on social media by far than I was reaching, putting a little ad in the back of the In Fisherman.
Right, absolutely.
And, you know, and I did a lot of stories for Outdoor News and, you know, the publications across the country. It's all changed, but it's still available.
Yep, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, Dave has done more for the sport of ice fishing, I would argue, than almost anybody else has. Your modern shacks, Genz boxes, what else have you been involved in? Any other
Well,
projects?
figuring out the electronics, the old Vexillar
Silkies, I know, obviously.
Silkies
you
was
played
another
a
thing
huge hand in.
that brought to market.
Absolutely.
And just the whole concept of mobility and, you know, chasing the fish, and, you know, long before there was a live scope or
Right.
when Vexillar is all we had. You know, when that camera first came out, they were going to ban the camera. There'll be no fish left, you know. And how many people, the people that use a camera are usually in an ice castle. You know,
Right.
And they got it done because they're bored because they're not moving.
Right.
And even I see more of the ice castle people are realizing they need a flip over shack so that they can move to go searching.
It's almost like the days when you had a Harley and you were waving to the guy on a bike. You see another warrior on the water, you just get a good feel.
First class, all the way from the people that ride them to the people that make them.
They do such a nice job with communication. They'll pick up the phone anytime. It's really almost a friendship. You could be in any state, and when somebody with a warrior drives by you, you get that honk, that beat. You're truly part of a family, and there's nothing like it.
Introducing Forever Barnwood. Transform your space with the warmth and character of a genuine barnwood look. Forever Barnwood offers over 200 authentic barnwood products. We are commercial and food safe. Our products are available in unlimited quantities while still providing the consistency you need to complete large projects. All of this while still looking like it came out of a 100-year-old barn. Forever Barnwood. Bring the history inside.
So we're out here fishing with Larry, and I noticed some water spots on your motor. So we're going to use our Spot Shine, which is a water spot remover. You don't need a lot of it. So just give it a nice thin mist, let it soak for a few seconds, and wipe it away.
Well, Dave, I'll tell you what an awesome day on the river. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. We caught 4 or 5 different species of fish, even though we were smallmouth fishing. And I'll tell you what, you definitely kicked my behind today as far as smallmouths goes. I missed a lot of bites. You fished pretty darn clean. It was an awesome day. However, I will tell you what, that last big pike I caught sliced me pretty good. And I'll tell you what, Dave Genz is not exactly your pretty, gentle nurse. I will tell you that much. I do not recommend that he quit his day job to start being a doctor or a nurse anytime soon.
And don't worry, I won't.
So, well, hey, I'll tell you what, we had an awesome day, Dave. Thank you again. Always a pleasure and an honor getting to fish with you.
I will.
Always enjoy my time with you.
I'll see you down there on the ice this winter.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it. And as we do each and every week on Larry Smith Outdoors, we want to take a minute to thank our military men and women. Without you guys putting your butts on the line, we could not come out and do what we do every day. And as well as all of our firefighters, paramedics, and no doubt, all of our law enforcement agents. We appreciate what you guys do for us, and the best part about it is, we're gonna see you all next week. Thank you. Unbelievable. I'm sitting here wondering why this fish just came on button. Dave gave me a dull hook. Absolutely unbelievable.
You didn't see me nip the end, huh? Yeah, I think I'll have a little cherry of nature's touch. I just had some nature's touch right there. Or I just touched nature,
Yeah.
which is it?